Vagabonding presents a profound shift in how we view travel, moving it from a rare luxury to an accessible, life-altering practice. It argues that extended journeys are not just for the wealthy or the reckless, but for anyone willing to prioritize experience over accumulation. This philosophy begins not at an airport, but with a change in mindset long before departure. The first step is cultivating independence, particularly from the belief that freedom requires vast wealth. Our culture often frames travel as an expensive reward for years of work, but the book challenges this, suggesting that the financial barrier is far lower than we assume. True vagabonding is funded not by fortune, but by intentionality, working with a clear purpose to earn your freedom, rather than working merely to afford a short, scheduled break. This distinction is crucial. It transforms the journey from a diversion into a central, meaningful pursuit. The right time to begin is always now. This doesn't mean impulsively quitting your job tomorrow, but starting the process today by saving, dreaming, and planning. Vagabonding is an attitude to be nurtured, a gradual reorientation of your life toward the journey. A core tenet of this preparation is embracing simplicity. The art of long-term travel is inextricably linked to paring down, both in possessions and in needs. By consciously reducing clutter and living more frugally at home, you build the skills and the fun necessary for life on the road. This simplicity isn't a hardship, it becomes a liberation. Traveling on a modest budget forces engagement with the world as it is, pushes you beyond familiar comforts, and reveals that richness of experience has little to do with money spent. The book illustrates this with striking comparisons, noting how a week's worth of local meals in one country might cost the same as a single takeout lunch back home. While passion is the fuel, thoughtful preparation is the wise map. However, the book cautions against over-preparation that sterilizes the experience. The magic of travel lives in the unexpected, the happy accidents and unplanned encounters. Research should open doors, not create rigid expectations. Relying solely on sensationalized news or authoritative guidebooks can paint a distorted picture, sometimes leading to disappointment or supporting businesses that no longer deserve patronage. A better approach is to seek out authentic, contemporary accounts from fellow travelers, using them as loose guides while leaving ample room for personal discovery. The goal is to be informed but not scripted, ready to welcome surprise as a welcome companion. Once on the journey, the most vital skill is to slow down. Vagabonding is the antithesis of a frantic, checklist-driven tour. It invites you to settle in, to observe the subtle rhythms of daily life in a new place. By decelerating, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. A simple taxi ride transforms into an adventure. A visit to a local market becomes a sensory exploration. This mindset reawakens a childlike curiosity, where everything, from the scent of street food to the pattern of conversations, holds wonder. The challenge of navigating a foreign language or custom stops being a frustration and starts being the very point of the adventure. This immersive pace allows for a deeper connection not just to place, but to people. Ultimately, the book posits that travel is only as valuable as the interactions it fosters. The people you meet, other wanderers and local residents alike, will define your experience. These connections are classrooms for cultural exchange, offering lessons in everything from politics and etiquette to joy and resilience. They also hold up a mirror, providing startling new perspectives on your own culture and assumptions. An American might reconsider individualism after time in a community-oriented society. Anyone might reevaluate wealth after seeing different definitions of a good life. In these interactions, money assumes a new role, often becoming a bridge for shared moments rather than just a means for services. The book redefines adventure, stripping it of Hollywood glamour. True adventure on the road is less about dramatic escapades and more about the sustained, creative engagement with the unfamiliar. It's the resilience to solve everyday problems, the openness to forge friendships across barriers, and the curiosity to keep learning day after day. To sustain this, you must exercise creativity, finding novelty not just in new cities, but in new ways of seeing. Vagabonding, therefore, is framed not as an extended vacation, but as a deliberate practice in living, a choice to expand your time, simplify your needs, and engage deeply with the wide world. It concludes that this practice is a powerful way to craft a richer life, proving that the greatest journeys are those that change the traveler from within, long after the road ends.